Good morning. We're going to be talking about nouns and then we're going to go straight into our spelling lesson. So we'll go ahead and get started with prayer. Come, Holy Spirit, fill the hearts of your faithful and kindle in us the fire of your love. Send forth your Spirit, and they shall be created, and thou shalt renew the face of the earth. Nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. I hope you can hear me okay. All right, let me know if you can't hear me very well, and I'll see what I can do. All right now let's talk about something called nouns. You guys already know about nouns, right? What is a noun? If you said person, place, or thing, you're right. There's a lot to learn about nouns. And we're going to talk about first what it is. If you said person, place, or thing, you were right. Can you think of a person that is a noun? How about mom? Yep, that is a noun, and it's a person. Mom is a noun. Can you see that okay? Place. How about, let's do Spain. Spain is a noun. It's a place. You can stand on it, right? Or in it. And a thing. Something you can touch. What are you sitting on, or what are you touching right now? That is a thing. Good. Maybe you're touching a table or a chair. All those things are nouns, right? When you get older, you'll learn one more thing. But right now, these right here are called concrete nouns. That means you can touch them. You can hold on to them. See? Jacket is a noun. Glasses. What else can you think of? Pencil, marker. Good. Anything you can touch and hold on to, those are called concrete nouns. Some of them you can even hug, like your mom, your dad. All right. And then we've learned some kinds of nouns, right? Let's take the person mom. And sometimes we've learned, sometimes we can capitalize mother or mom if there is no my in front of it, and it's being used as a name. Then you will capitalize it, and this is the proper noun, the one that gets all dressed up. Proper noun. And can you think of a common noun? Okay. Let's go ahead and choose something else so that we can go ahead and look at that. How about, let's use the word boy or girl. Okay. So the proper noun would be what? Which one would you capitalize? Yes, somebody's name. Good. Let's choose John. Okay. Let's choose the name John. And what's the common noun? The one that we don't capitalize, we're going to put him right here, is boy. Yep, that one we don't capitalize because it's not the name of a particular person, right? Now let's go with place. Place is, which is our proper noun. We already have it as a proper noun. Yep, Spain, because we have to capitalize it. That is the name of a particular country. And what would be our common? I gave it away, didn't I? Yes, country is the common noun. We don't have to capitalize country because that's not the particular name of a country. How about thing? Table? Well, table would be proper. No, it would be, yep, you're right. It would be common noun. How about book? I can go ahead and write book right here. Common noun. Well, is there a particular name of a book? Yeah, we could go ahead and capitalize a particular book. like Hungry, Hungry Sharks, or one of my favorite books, Bible, or the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Those right there would be capitalized. Those are proper nouns. They're the individual names of specific nouns. Like a boy, his name is John. A country, name is Spain. Could be Spain, right? And book could be the Bible, right? So these, you see the proper ones, the ones that are all dressed up, have a capital letter, no matter where they are in the sentence, right? These would, the common nouns would only be capitalized in a sentence if it's at the beginning of a sentence. Good, now you remember all this. We've talked about this. So you know about the kinds of nouns. Now let's talk about something else called modification of nouns. Now, you're going to be learning lots of things in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, all about nouns. We can't learn it all in 1st grade. So we're just going to go to some of the some of the ones that we've already covered. So let's go to number. So right here we have boy. With number, singular or plural. Here's singular, meaning yes, meaning one. Do you remember what plural means? Yes, more than one. So one, and this one is more than one. All these are nouns. Isn't that cool? More than one. So let's try it with boy. If I see one boy swinging on the swing, how would I write that? Boy. I would just write boy, right? And plural. How would I make it plural? Well, we remember our rules. We usually add S to make it plural, right? That's our usual way. Unless it hisses. You'll learn other ways that you add ES, but for now we'll do when it hisses, like fish, right? One fish, many, because it hisses or ends with a sh. We're going to add ES, fish as. See how we added ES? So you've learned rules about how to work with nouns. Let's take, now let's take a look at this. Something you've also worked with, gender. Nouns can come, what we have, our modification of a noun is gender. So boy would be masculine. And what is the feminine of a child? Yes, girl. Okay, so that would be the feminine. And what would be neuter? How about table? Table is neuter. It's neither a boy nor a girl. Chair, pencil, marker, of course. Those are what we call neuter. That means neither, right? Now, let's take a look at, so we've already, you guys know about modification of a noun as number. That means singular or plural. And the gender, which is feminine, masculine, or neuter. And let's talk about one part of case that we have talked about and we've worked with. And that is possessive case. The possessive case of nouns is when it shows possession, that you own it, right? So for instance, in your sentence that we did this morning, it was Anna's house. It's a house that belongs to Anna. What happens when we do that? How do we show possession in English? Is that how we write possession in English? No. We put an apostrophe, don't we, to show possession. And there are different rules that govern how we say we show possession. But for first grade, we're just going to go ahead and go with apostrophe S, right? Then, isn't that amazing how you have learned so much about nouns? A noun is a person. Let's review it. So what is a noun? Yep. Noun is a person, place, or thing. These are concrete nouns that you can touch, hold. Yep. And if it's your mom, you can hug her. You can stand in them, like Spain or America. You can stand in America. Or a thing, you can put your hand on it, right? Now, we also talked about the kinds of nouns, when you capitalize one and when you don't. Like a boy. Boy, we don't capitalize because it's a common noun. But when we're talking about a particular boy, we can capitalize it. Yes, like one of your names. Or a girl, we can capitalize it if it's the particular name of a girl. Now, we also talked about number, one or more than one, right? That's when we use singular or plural. When we add S, like boys or girls. And gender, when we talk about a boy or a girl, or a table. Table is neither a boy nor a girl. It's a gender. It's a neuter, right? And then we also talk about case, the modification of noun as a case. It is the possessive case. In the possessive case, we show it with an apostrophe S. Well, you've learned so much this year about nouns. Now let's go ahead and get started with your spelling list. Make sure it's the one for April 20th. We already wrote AMDG on it. And I want you to go ahead and fold it like we usually do. Like that. So you only see the numbers and lines. All right? All right, I will go ahead and call them out. If you need to slow it down, feel free to pause the video. And let's get started. Number 1, said. He said we would go to church. Said. Number 2, do. Did you do your homework? Do. Number 3, who? Who rang the doorbell? Who? Number 4, are. We are going very soon. Are. Number 5, friend. He is my friend. Number 6, there. Be careful. There are different ones. We pronounce them very much alike. Listen to the sentence. There. It is their picture we're talking about. There. The one that belongs to them. There. Number 7, there. But it's a different kind. Are we going to stand right here or over there? There. Okay. Number 8, here. We will stand right here. Here. Number 9, where did you say we were going to stand? Where? Number 10, some. Some of us would be going to get the ice cream. Some. 11, come. Will you come over for dinner? Come. Number 12, your. Your pencil is on the floor. Your. All right, now unfold your paper and check your work. We're going to go through some tricks to remember how to remember to spell them. On the back of these, you are going to write 3 or 4 sentences using as many of your spelling words as you can. These may be easy because these are some of the sight words that we've worked on through the year, okay? Make sure you capitalize and punctuate correctly. All right, and then when you're done, draw a picture of one of your sentences or your story. All right, and that is what you need to do for today. Now, let's take a look at the word said. Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at the word said. S-A-I-D. That's not what it sounds like, does it? It sounds different. We don't say said, though we should, huh? But why do we write it like that? Well, let's take a look. It comes from the verb to say. You see this right here? Do you recognize that? Yep, that's the digraph AY. Says A, doesn't it? Yep. And that, remember how this one can be used at the end of an English word and this one cannot? But they help each other. See? That's why we use AI. Because it comes from the verb to say. I say, you say, he says. Oh dear. I say, you say, he says. Oh, but you know what? Look, we spell it like this. You may not say it correctly, but this is how we spell it. If we can remember that, where it comes from, we'll remember how to spell it. All right, which other ones are hard? How about friend? You guys remember friend? Yep. F-R-I-E-N-D, friend. What can we think to spell? Yes, I can hear some of you guys saying fry. And that's something we can say so we can remember how to spell it. How about there? They, let's look at the word they, where it comes from. They have their bike outside. They, see how they have this? They have their bikes outside. This is where they come from, okay? That's why we use the digraph EY on this one and the digraph EI on this one. Now let's take a look at the next ones that are fun. Here, there, where? Do you remember how we used to do this? Look at, we actually don't do that, do we? It's a combination. And this is the, okay? Here, there, where. And this is actually saying E because of the, whoops, where, there. And this is where, and this is Ajabi. But here, there, and where. All. You can see how we can try to remember how to spell that, okay? And some that are really, really hard are calm and psalm. Okay, let's see if we can remember. Why don't you see if you can put a little happy face inside of calm, calm, and see psalm. Calm and see psalm. I don't know. Yep, we'll use that. Calm and some. See how they use the all in there? Even though we don't hear the all very well. And let's take a look at the last one. Your. And your is your friend. Okay? I am going to put you, and your friend. Look at that. It's spelled like this, isn't it? But it's a different sound than we usually have it as a diphthong. OU says ow, but not in here. It actually says ooh, doesn't it? All right, that should hopefully help you with your spelling. All right, have a blessed day, and I believe we have one more video to talk about, and that is the personal narrative. And we'll talk to you in a little bit.